I think the only thing I miss, right, is like NDP. Because when COVID started, I was still Sec 4, right? So like I was hoping that the school could like, do NDP, but unforeseen circumstances, then like it became like this. Yeah, but NDP vibes, man. I cannot explain it. It's like, if you're UG, then like it's like kind of a big deal for you, right? Are you ready to make some unrealistic goals? This is the Senang Diri podcast. Hello everybody and welcome to our first episode of the second season of the Senang Diri podcast. My name is Joel and together with me are Jay.
Yo.
Kate.
Hello.
And JY.
Oh.
And today we're going to be talking about... Today we're going to be talking about New Year resolutions. Alright guys, so at the time of filming now, right, it's still 2021. So are you guys looking forward to 2022?
I say no.
No.
Why
No,
not?
A-level.
A-levels.
A-level.
Is that the only
Short
thing?
form for advanced level.
Wait, so you guys are looking forward to A-levels?
No.
Who the hell look forward to A-levels? You tell me.
I mean...
Actually,
people-
I
some
look forward to getting out of here.
Same.
I wish you guys
off.
would. Then what about you, JY?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to go poly, but later I go sec 5 and die.
Oh, no.
I mean, wherever you go right now, we support you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Actually,
Yeah.
actually, I don't know if I'm looking forward to 2022 though. Because like COVID and stuff, like it's not been doing great.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna get out anytime soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite the right.
It's only gonna be a few years before we
But let's hope everything goes well, alright? Everybody has a great time, a great new year, alright? Let's
Yeah.
wish that. Okay, so what are some things that you regret not doing in 2021? What are some things, guys?
Not taking physics. I took bio, guys.
You're the physics man. What? Why?
Why?
I regret taking physics.
What? What?
Oh no, cause she's in a science school.
We're both in science schools.
Science stream.
We're both in science stream.
Bruh.
Is that the only thing you regret?
No, one is a science enthusiast, the other one is just a student.
Right.
So who's the science enthusiast and who's the
You
student?
can obviously guess.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's Jay right now.
So confused.
Okay, who's the one that has a periodic table at the back of their phone? It's not
Wait.
Jay.
What? He?
It's not
What?
J. It's
It's not Jay.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's you.
Huh?
Wait, is that sarcasm?
Commercial break.
No,
What the
I'm
what?
legit. I'm legit.
But who has a periodic table placed
Yeah,
onto
who?
their
Who
wall?
has a periodic table on their
Since
back?
it's not Kate.
Wait, who will it be?
Do you or have stupid?
I won on my wall.
What, you guys?
Oh,
Yes, the battle of the enthusiasts.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you guys are having like periodic tables at the back of your phones and at the back of and at the back of my phone is just like Foot Locker, fresh cakes.
Bro, mine was all keys, yo.
It's got a sticker. Oh
That's
my
a
god.
lot of the periodic
Bro,
table.
mine is my door key. What?
Wait, but apart from academics though, like what are some things you regret not doing? Like maybe like you pick up something, a new hobby late. You guys want to share experience?
I wouldn't say I regret not doing. I think it's more of like I kind of wonder what it would be like, because this year I just went out of my way and took like a lot of leadership stuff, so I didn't have much time to focus on myself. So all of my hobbies I put on hold, like learning the ukulele. I just almost didn't touch it this year. And then, for example, NCC as well. I didn't really do much for NCC this year as well, because I was in like a lot of different leadership positions in my new school.
I see. Wow, that's interesting. What about you, JY?
I don't think I regretted much though. I studied as best as I could.
That's great.
Yeah, I
That
tried
is
to manage
great.
my time properly. Yeah, I guess so.
Are you doing well though?
Yeah, I'm doing fine now. We will find out. We will find out.
N level
find out
results on
soon.
17.
We'll find out soon. Okay, we are recording on the 12th. 17 is the
Yes.
release of the.
We'll
5
see that in 5
days.
days, okay?
Find this.
Remember to bring tissues to school.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm not
I will bring the entire pack. Yeah, don't worry.
Alright, okay, what about you?
I think
Okay.
for myself, it's more not what I regret doing. It's or not doing. It's regretting not doing something to the best that I could, or something along the lines of, oh, what if I did this instead, or did I actually do enough? What would happen if I did something but in a slightly different way?
Oh, then you wonder what the other outcome would be. Like, would it be better?
Yep. So it's not really regret.
But I guess that's something everybody go through, right? Like we make our
I think
decisions
everyone also
sometimes.
think-
Maybe out of rash. Like it's just a rash decision, then we like regret it later.
Mhm.
This is great. I mean, that's not great, but moving on.
Bro.
Okay, so like, actually, like, 2021, like, I think the only thing I regret not doing is maybe studying well for the first semester. I think that's the only thing I regret not doing. Yeah, but I'm also very thankful that I did that. Okay, not really that thankful, but in a way, it's because of that, right? That made me like
Wake up your idea.
yeah, it actually did, and I've never seen myself put in this much effort over a strain of time. You know, for this new entire semester, like sem 2, right? I've been very consistent in my studies, and I think that's good lah. That's good for me also. Like, you know, I get to see the side of me that I never see before. You know, the more hardworking side, I guess.
Nice.
Academic hard work.
Sure, if you say so.
So I guess that's the only thing I regret. But anyways, this question, oh my god, I want to ask everybody this question because this question has like, I think it's gonna like give a lot of answers, right? So what were some things that you wanted to do but could not do due to COVID? Oh. Right, cause like the restriction, less people, right? So I think there's a lot of things that people want to do but they can't.
The tertiary education life just got ruined. I think many of us can share that. You know, when we walked into like JC, IT or poly, like most of us were expecting like a whole new life with all these new activities.
Right, but
And
it's
like
just,
it just all poof. Basically, just experience JC like fully lah. You know, like all the activities that we were promised with all the. Because JC activities are like 10 times more epic than secondary school stuff. We get to do like a lot of new things, but end up everything disappeared. So it's just kind of that sadness more that like.
Yeah, I mean, a new experience is getting mass fished.
It's so sad. Yeah, we don't even get to sit in the parade square and sing the national anthem.
I think the only thing I miss, right, is like NDP. Like, as in NDP, like, you know, in like school context and also in like
The legit NDP.
yeah, because when COVID started, I was still Sec 4, right? So like I was hoping that the school could like, you know, do NDP, but you know, unforeseen circumstances, then like it became like this. Yeah, but NDP vibes, man. I cannot explain it. It's like, you know, if you're UG, then like it's like kind of a big deal for you, right?
Yeah, it is.
And the real NDP also, but yeah, it just feels different. Like this year when y'all see like the NDP on like through your TV screen or like wherever you watch it from, right? It just feels weird because like there's a bunch of glowing lights on the seats, right? But no, like not many people's actually there. Then it's just like, you know, it's a bit. It feels different, man. Like being in NDP itself, like I went there to like as audience, like in 2019. Then the year after, like, you know, something like this happens, and you're like, whoa, it's a big change. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's okay. Is there anything you regret not doing?
Wait, regret or something
Re-
that I wanted to do?
Like no. Oh, sorry, something you wanted to do but you could not due to.
I think this year, right, for me, because, okay, likewise, I graduated from secondary school last year. And a couple years back, I actually went to Japan to ski in Hokkaido, and I wanted to go back after Sec 4 because when I went there the first time, it was the end of Sec 2, and I had to be back in Singapore before 1st Jan, basically. I was back before Christmas, but because then it was still early winter, the snow wasn't that great. But okay, overall experience still pretty fun. So I said, okay, I want to go back.
But now you can
after
travel
Sec
back.
4. Yeah, but it's still the whole issue about whether I can see better snow. Because JC starts pretty early in January, even though it's 1 week later than the secondary school and primary school kids.
Right.
So yes, that's one. And another thing would be, I feel that orientation would have been way more fun if not for like COVID and all the school events that I had in GC, because there were many school events and I think at least two of them got completely cancelled because of COVID, the 2-man restriction. And then during NDP, when my school tried to do the celebrations, initially we planned for groups of 5 and we were thinking about how to go about recording or even live streaming it. Then in the end, when we wanted to do the recording, it got to 2, and so we had no choice. We can't live stream, and we had to film 2 by 2.
That is so unfortunate. JY, what about you?
Very good.
Yeah. Are there some things you want to do but you can't due to COVID?
I think it's like anything that I regret not doing due to COVID. I think it's from last year. Because Sec 4 life is pretty boring. There's nothing in store for you except for studying.
True.
So
I think there's graduation.
No, our graduation ceremony was okay lah. Take photo still okay. Couldn't see the NDP this year, I guess. Like the school one. Oh wait, actually I did. Never mind. Yeah, I just realized that I stayed back in school for like some remedial and stuff. After I accidentally just walked past it when they were recording.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You didn't photobomb or anything, right?
No last year.
Video
No, you
bomb.
want me to just step inside the parade after just hey hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello guys.
You guys are missing out.
No. I think it's like I regret not going overseas. Like because of COVID, right? My family is kind of scared to travel overseas. Even to like those BTL stuff like that. But yeah, because normally it's like during the holidays we'll go and travel like to another country, but then due to this year we can't. So it's kind of sad.
Alright, so if you had a chance, right, to rewind something you did, what would you rewind and how would you do it different? Oh wow, this question. It's gonna be very good.
Wow.
So okay, you wanna start?
I think I wrote this question for
What?
like if you had a chance to rewind
This is
something
one
you did.
loaded question.
Yeah, I know, right? Just like 3 in 1 question.
Rewind
Like-
something I did.
Yeah, and like what will you rewind and how will you do it differently?
Okay, I think it would be to rewind the week before JC started.
Why?
Oh.
Yes, some
Why?
of you may know, but
What?
I shall not say too much. But basically, it was an emotional trip, and it was right before JC. So things like imagine starting out JC with like this whole emotion, no roller coaster. Yeah, it's very interesting experience. If I were to go back in time, if I had knowledge of what was going to happen, then I may think of what I could do or just prevent it entirely. And then maybe in the end, like fast forward to the end of the year, which is around now, things would be different. I'll probably may have done better for my exams, but yes.
It's okay.
It's okay, man. It's the bad times that make you a stronger person, right? Like
It's like sooner or later bad times will come also, so it's okay.
yeah, Jay.
It's okay.
Okay, so Jay, is there like something you want to rewind, right? And like, what would if you had a chance to rewind something you did, what would you rewind and how were you doing differently? Oh my god, my brain just shut down.
I think it's gonna be the same as almost the same as Kate. Basically, like just rewind it before JC started because I went to JC like super carefree and like so unprepared, and just threw myself inside there. I didn't even know the JCs in Singapore like that. I didn't even do any research into the JC in Singapore. I just randomly picked one and like just went there, right? Like I feel like I could have. There were many things that could have been done because like maybe it's just me being very over competitive or something like that. But when I got into NJC and like the environment there, like everyone was so well prepared and I just felt really out of place lah,
Actually, because of the IP, honestly.
No, it's not just the IP. It's all the JE muggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like, no, the IP were fine. It's the JE muggers that were like making me feel like I'm not doing enough because there were like people from like Catholic High, ACSI, SJI, all the top schools.
Right.
Yeah. And then like I'm just there like, oh, I'm from Jurong Sec, guys.
But
I mean, it's like I think it's more cool that you got in because you are from Jurong Sec and
like
you work so hard to get in.
Neighborhood school, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's like
make it there.
Yeah, but like, anyways, like the point is like, maybe I could have done a bit more preparation because I basically went in blind and like I just threw myself into the exams and stuff like that, and like I was just like flopping around.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I could have definitely, like what Kate said, done better for exams if I was a bit more mentally prepared.
So JY, your turn. If you had the chance to
Okay.
rewind something you did, right? What would you rewind and how would you do it?
For me, I think it would be like I wouldn't say to study harder because I think if I study hard from the start, right, I will burn out and just die. I think it's like to find something to actually spend my time with rather than just exercising and like just watching YouTube. Because it's like other than studying, right, that's literally all I did. I wish I found like something else to do so that I could, to do my stress away. Because like, exercise also gave me stress. And then just about YouTube is like not good enough, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so
Nice.
that's great. Alright, so personally for myself, right, I know it sounds kind of cliche, right? But I don't think I regret anything I did this year. Okay, but because I feel like this year is really a year where like new things are happening. I got like tertiary education, right? Then new environment, then like everything is new. So like I had to find my own way to adapt to everything that's happening around me. Right? And I guess like that by itself, it's like it's quite like the emotional like roller coaster, right? And also like there's a lot of bumps in the way, but I managed to get through it, and like now I'm here, like perfectly fine, I guess. Not
Yo.
Yeah.
okay, but I think if there was something I would regret doing, right, I think is that like messing up, like not taking my education seriously, like I think like from primary 6 onwards, man. Like really from primary 6 to Sec 2, right? I was like trolling them hard, my studies. I wasn't even doing shit. I was like inting the entire 3 years. Like even for PSI itself, like every paper I would just go home, right, play CSGO. next day,
Primary school you play CSGO.
Same. I go back home, I play Xbox, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I go home, I watch YouTube.
My Steam profile, right, 2115, bro. That's P5. But
What, bro?
yeah, but I started gaming since young, and I guess that in a way has made yeah. Okay, but anyways, yeah, so like every paper go home play CS:GO, the next day come back do paper, then the same cycle all the way until like I get my PSI results. Then I'm like, wow, the fact that I can go to NA, wow, I'm so happy. But like, heck, I wish I could have studied more, right? Then maybe get into Express, then like, you know, like maybe things could have been like way different now, you know, and things like this, yeah.
Yeah.
But now I'm in ITE, and honestly, this year has been so fun. Like, I was in Sec 5 the first like month, like January. Then
Yeah,
after that, I applied to ITE, DPP, right? So it's 2 years of ITE, then go poly, right? Then ever since like I stepped into ITE, right, and I made new friends, right? Shout out to my boy in class, right? Okay, anyways,
Right.
anyways, like he, or rather like all the friends I made at ITE has really like made it a very fun experience for me. And you know, like if I like it has really exceeded my expectations. I really didn't expect like me to have this much fun, but that fun has caused a lot of things to happen. But anyways, I'm back on track.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, and like I'm glad everything has happened the way it is. You know, just gotta look forward to like the future and things like that. Okay, but
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
so is there anything, right, guys, you wish to do relating to your uniform group, like your respective uniform groups?
Oh, can I start?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Yes.
Okay, so it's already kind of happening, and I'm super happy about it because, as you guys may know, I'm from PDS, like from Jurong Secondary School and TC, right? And because of COVID, right, you can't really do a performance. I mean, pretty much all performance arts were hit now, but PDS I felt was hit the hardest because, first of all, PDS is like an elective, so there's no point for the CCA to focus on it. So the moment COVID came, the easiest thing to do is to just drop it. And drop it they did. So we have no PDS at all. But lately I've been trying to restart it again with this like this entire new plan. And like I'm so happy that my batch people, the people who could do PDS in my batch, decided to help me out. So now we have like a little committee and we're planning to basically start PDS in my school again. And not only start PDS, but like do it properly and do it well. So it's like the comeback of Jurong Secondary School. It's so legendary.
Let's go. Alright.
Yeah.
So, Kate, do you want to go second?
Some things that I wanted to do
Yep.
in my UG, it's mostly due to the COVID circumstances. But last year, the Scouts side was supposed to have this 2020 ASEAN Jamboree. So all the ASEAN countries would come to Singapore, and we would all just have fun in the Sarimbun camp and do some different activities, maybe even explore Singapore a bit. But not too sure about the program, but obviously that did not happen. And also last year was supposed to be the National Petrol Challenge. Challenge or camp, I can't remember, but we short form it as NPC. So that was also another key event for 2020 Scouts. Then maybe on to this year, a lot of the things were we managed to adapt and modify most of the programs that we have in Scouts or Ventures and even Rovers to adapt it online or to more so-called COVID-friendly situations, so no mass gatherings and a lot of things which really sucked out all the fun. Okay, not all the fun, most of the fun, but overall it's still, I wouldn't say that it's dry or something, but the one thing that I want to do in my UG with Scouts, something that I'm currently doing, which is the President Scout Award. Even though all the components have been modified, where, for example, the hike it went from a 2-day 1-night hike of 60 km and 8 checkpoints to a half a day hike with 2 checkpoints.
It's okay, man. This sounds
Yes.
epic.
And then there will be another segment called the Bench with Challenge class. And it may or may not be online depending on how things turn out, since we are going towards an endemic.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so this President's Award is what? From HQ?
Yeah, it's basically in Scouts, the different levels, like Cub Scouts, their pinnacle award is Akira. And in Scouts, their pinnacle award is Chief Com. So for Ventures, it's President's Scout, where you literally get to meet the president.
Oh,
So
is it the one
some
that's
of my
like the
seniors-
Parliament Award one?
Yeah, you could literally go to Istana, and yeah, my senior appeared in the newspaper for that. So yes,
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, I also saw it.
yeah. Then for Rovers, it's Baden Powell Award. So that one is very actually crazy. But
The Biden Powell awarded where?
I kind of no clue. But I'm not there yet, so
I'm like thinking like, what's more epic than the Istana?
Bro, going to Istana is epic already.
yeah, Istana is epic enough, right? Then I guess Baden Powell might be international.
Yeah.
Because I have heard of some of the rovers planning international activities, like before COVID, when they were pursuing the BPA.
That's crazy. Very crazy.
Right. So, JY, is there
Yes?
anything you wish to do relating to your UG?
Oh yeah, so my sir texted me like I think like a few weeks back about asking me whether I want to become an officer. And then the result was quite sad. He was like, "Oh, I think it's because you're the only one in your squad who still cares about St. John."
Oh,
I was like, "Wow, that
no.
hits hard." Eh.
I mean,
Then I'm
respect,
like,
bro, respect.
Then I'm like, "Oh, okay, maybe." Oh yeah. Then after I asked him about it, after he said, "Okay, it's taking place in June." Then I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure, yeah." Yeah, so
So-
it's like I'm gonna go to the officer training course, hope for the best.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, W.
Ayo, bro.
OTC, let's go.
But you mean you
Yeah.
can't rope in your batchmates and stuff?
I think like there's a certain age that you have to be, which is like 17.
Yeah, your batchmates, yeah. Like she's
Yeah.
like, you like get your batchmates to
Just
join you.
rope them in, you know.
No, none
like-
of them cares about it anymore. Like seriously, they just want
Like
to
you
get
see,
out.
you can bribe your court team. Max, why not bribe your batchmates, Max?
Bro, like no, the
No.
COD team is a different group of friends. They are not
Ah.
CCA friends.
Max is still Max.
But why
No,
Max when
bro.
you can go for something else like
Hai Di Lao!
Hi,
Okay,
Tina.
Hai Di Lao.
Bro!
Hai Di Lao.
Bro,
Oh
I
no
tell
lah.
you watch your entire batch go OTC.
that one?
Oh
yeah.
no.
But at what
My
cost?
wallet will be non-existent after I do that. So no.
Jay, since you mentioned it, why don't you three of us here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I haven't gone a draw once yet.
Yeah, never been to Hai Di Lao, bro. You
Yeah, I
can
also never
show
been to
my
Hai Di Lao.
virgin
Hey,
experience.
show me
like,
there.
Same.
we go the IMM one.
I just saw a TikTok the other day, just a sidetrack. I just saw a TikTok, and then this guy was like spinning his meat or something. I mean, no, spinning his meat. Like,
Oh yeah.
he
What the
chopstick, then he tried
hell?
to he tried to wrap the meat around the chopstick, right? Then the meat just flew somewhere.
Yeah, I saw also. Oh my
It was
god.
so hilarious. Like,
The only thing I know about Hai Di Lao is like they just take the noodles after they just make it in front of you. That's the only thing I know.
No, there's also the cheat codes. I don't know. If
Oh
they-
yeah,
After I
it's
remember
not
they
more-
just like
Exist.
popcorn or
My
something
friend
like
did it,
that. I
my
was like,
friend
wow,
did
nice.
It works. My friend did it. He actually got it.
what?
Yeah.
Does it depend on stuff or something? Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people did and they didn't. Like,
Oh, he got. He sent picture.
Wait, which outlet and what did he do?
I'm not sure which outlet.
Wait, what did you do?
He did a cheat code.
Which one?
I don't
Oh,
know.
don't tell me it's the 小仙女.
Walao, only because Hai Di Lao talk already. So. Guys, we're going off topic.
okay, so the last question here, the very last question, guys. Okay, so what is something you want to leave behind in 2021?
2021.
Yes.
I want to leave my stress behind. Oh, screw my stress, SCC.
Oh, you can't. Something.
I got PTSD from O level. I swear.
But isn't the feeling great when like O levels is over and then
No,
like-
it's nice. It's nice. But then right, the first few days of your freedom, right? Whenever you wake up and then you look at the table and then you're like, oh shit, I need to study. After that, you realize that the table is empty because you cleared out everything. And I was like, oh, I actually don't need to study anymore.
yes, you don't need to
That's
study.
like after 2 weeks, then I got used to it. I was like, oh.
So Jay, is there anything you want to leave behind in 2021?
Honestly, not much to leave behind also.
Right.
Like 2022 and like 2021 is super similar. So
we haven't even gone through 2022.
exactly, but like it's pretty much the same, guys. Study, then. Yeah, I guess if I want to leave something
No, we have
behind in 2020,
nationals.
wait. If I want to leave something behind in 2021, right, it's two things, okay? Two very important things. H1MT and H1PW.
Let's
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree. We're gonna leave this behind. Yeah, but then
Leave
watch
jokes
Jokes
something.
on you,
Chinese
I don't have Chinese.
Okay,
Chinese behind.
okay, got it.
Bro, yeah, that's actually a good point. I also want to leave my Chinese behind.
Actually, I like Chinese. I don't know what you're. Okay,
Hey guys,
different
so we are UG server. Okay, we need to support the bilingual policy.
Yes, we support.
Yeah, but just don't make me study Chinese anymore. Thanks.
Why? 一个风和日丽的早上。
No, you know, right? No, you know, I actually wrote that. I actually wrote that in my O level compo.
So how much do you get?
I don't know. They didn't really see me on paper, but I passed out. I got C6.
Oh, you took O-level Chinese.
Yeah, I took O level Chinese.
Dang.
I was damn happy. Oh my god.
I freaking hate the super idol joke because I like this is the new generation like.
I think the new generation
I,
Chinese.
like during oral like they just run out of things to say like do you know who is Su? 啊，你懂谁是苏吗？
Super idol
什么 super idol 什么的 ？Man's gotta get 100%.
Bro, you're right. I didn't write your compo paper, bro. 我没看到那个 Super Idol 的笑。
我没有，我没有看到他。
我妈妈
Bro,
有那个
imagine they play
Super
the song during oral. Walao there.
Bro.
Is that song actually like originated like?
It's an actual song. It's an actual song.
Like 1980s, is it?
No, I think it's like early 2000s or something like that.
Bro, 1980s is 清简看戏。
No, but
Or-
I feel like the Super Idol song got famous because of the one
Yeah, because of the
guy,
TikTok guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
the Douyin guy
Yeah,
and his
Douyin
Yeah,
dancing.
the Douyin guy
I-
can actually sing though. He's actually a very good singer.
Yeah, he went to like some talent show.
Yeah, he went to a talent show. That he went to sing the song there. I was
Yeah.
like, bro.
Okay, so right, what I personally want to leave behind in 2021, right? It's probably the you know the breakdowns, you know, like sometimes you know, like okay, so after I got a
My-
result, right?
My
Wow.
GPA.
Oh my god! Wow. I remember I
What?
woke
Your
up,
thought
right,
of results make me stressed. I swear.
I just woke up, I saw results, right? Then I just like maybe I should wash my face, you know, like see it again.
Whether it's a dream or not. Yeah.
I came back.
Like, wash your eyes.
Then I came back, I'm like, oh shit. Then after that, I just started breaking down, like, oh no, what have I done? You know, like, how am I going to, like, why am I going to do this? Okay. Yeah, but anyways, I guess that's the only thing I'll leave behind. Okay, but everybody goes through, like, their sad times and shit like this, right? Yeah.
That's
yeah.
that boy moments.
Sad boy moments, 2021.
That boy moments, yes.
Yeah, but that's about it. Alright, so I think this episode is gonna be a wrap, right? So thank you guys for sharing your stories, alright? So for the rest of you listening to the podcast, right? Thank you guys for tuning in to our podcast. If you enjoy what you hear today, do follow us on Instagram, ug.rojak, and join our Discord server, UG Pride SG. Alright, this is the Senang Diri podcast signing out.
Peace. Peace. Let's go.
Let's go.